What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. And it is a great Friday indeed, because we finally have an Outer Banks cast member on today's show. Shout out to Jonathan Davis. We have a great interview with him on this show.
He's so great.
But before we get into all of that, because it is a great episode and it is a great Friday, Francesca, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good, and I will tell you why. This morning,
Enlighten me.
got to go somewhere I've really been dying to go. I knew I would spend a lot of money when I went to this place. I've been putting it off. It's pretty close to my apartment. But, you know, we've some visitors this week, and we all went together. The Harry Potter store.
Wow.
I was going to say that. Had to be Harry Potter something.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you.
It was unbelievable.
You didn't even tell me.
It's just, it came up.
It always upsets me a little bit when you don't tell me something and I find out on the podcast. But I also understand why you like to save some things. But it also hurts me. But I get it.
But you should have seen the smile on my face when I walked into this place. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
So many cool. I obviously spent like $200.
I mean, I'm shocked you didn't spend more.
Which was responsible.
It was. I mean,
there were so many other things that I wanted that I didn't get.
You could have dished out a little bit more.
Oh, I left with a long sleeve shirt, a notebook, keychains, bookmarks, a chocolate frog.
Oh my God, a chocolate frog.
Are you gonna eat it?
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, I thought that'd be something that like you keep. Like
no. You eat the frog, but it comes with the wizard cards inside the frog. Duh. Those are the ones you keep.
Oh.
And also got a puzzle, Sorcerer's Stone movie poster puzzle, and Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit, which I have always wanted and will probably end up playing by myself. Like, I'll just be testing myself on Harry Potter trivia.
You balled out, it seems, but it seems like good prices there.
Reasonable prices, man.
Reasonable prices, huh? Because $200 for all that sounds like a fucking good deal.
It was funny. I sent a picture of it to Joe as a joke, like thinking he'd be like, "That's ridiculous." You could buy a sword of Gryffindor for $200.
You should have done it.
And he was like, "Oh my God, why didn't you buy that? That would have looked so cool in our apartment."
It would have. You have to go back and get it.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to go back for. I also want to get a Wizard's chess set.
I kind of want to come just for fun.
Yeah, the books are in there. They got all the candies. There's a butterbeer bar. Bags.
The butterbeer.
It's very, very cute. And we brought Joe's nieces, who are in the process of reading the Harry Potter books, and they both bought Hermione Granger wands.
Oh,
so
that's
cute.
adorable.
And everyone was like, "Fran, you getting a wand?" I was like, "Don't worry, I already have one."
Obviously, you do. It would be disrespectful if you didn't have a wand.
Course. I almost bought a matching. You know, I have the Ron Weasley Christmas sweater.
Yes.
I almost bought the matching blue Harry one, but, I don't need two of those.
Here's the thing, you do. Don't tell me, because I'll just tell you to get it.
And it's interesting because there's just the people. Like, you can tell, right? Like, there's the parents who are obviously there for the kids. Then there's, like, the teenagers who love Harry Potter and are there. And then there's, like, me who, could probably hide in plain sight. You wouldn't know how much I'm obsessed with everything. And then there's the people who show up in like full-blown robes and like hats and have baskets of
I feel
stuff.
like you're almost teetering on that level though.
Almost. They have there's a Pottery Barn teen line of Harry Potter stuff that they did have some of that in the store. And that's where it could have been dangerous of how much money I spent. I didn't jump into any of that, but like they have really cute like jewelry, necklace holders and bookends and lights and pillows and blankets.
Your face is really lighting
up. Is there
up.
anything you like more than Harry Potter in terms of like movies and books? And
no, it's number one by far.
Wow.
By far.
I wish I had
one day we'll
like
get
that.
like one of those guys on the show.
I've talked about this with Jeff D. Lowe because Rupert Grint was on Lights, Camera, Barstool. And I just don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it because
that's how I feel about Ryan Sheckler.
I don't think I could do it because I really do feel like they have tried to graduate. And of course they'll talk about Harry Potter. It's not like they won't. Yeah. It's where they got their roots. But like I wouldn't like Rupert Grint was here to talk about his Apple TV show. I would have asked him 0 questions about his Apple TV show. I'm Emma Watson, I'd poop my pants. I don't think I could be in the same room as her.
It's one of those things like don't meet your heroes because
More than the Jonas Brothers.
But actually,
more than the Jonas Brothers.
I met Daniel Radcliffe and I was on a shoot with him, and he was the nicest guy.
I have heard he is
not,
very nice.
That's not
so nice.
Meeting him and then interviewing is
Yeah,
a totally
Yeah,
different.
it
But I feel like
actually
he
is.
wouldn't be like, don't ask me.
No,
about
I
Harry
know.
Potter.
but
It's just
she
like
just only
I
wants
just
to talk
think
about
that I
Harry
would
Potter.
only want to talk
Yeah.
about Harry Potter, and they'd be
That's
like,
fair.
okay, could this lady ask us any other
That's
questions?
yeah, that's super fair.
Like, it would have to be a stipulation. Like, their reps would have to know. Like, I hope you know that she's
Yeah.
just gonna ask a ton of Harry Potter questions and literally nothing else. So that's that. It was a beautiful experience. It's a very cool store if you ever get the chance
Where is it?
chance
Times
to go.
Square?
No, it's in Flatiron.
Oh,
Want to go, Noah?
nah.
Oh shit. All right. I'll find somebody else.
Yep.
It's cool.
I'll go
I'm good.
back.
Yeah, I'll just go back
I'm
with
sure
friends.
Friend would go back a million times.
I would
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
go
all right.
back.
Oh, you
there
know
were
what?
so many things that I didn't.
I'll
That
ask
I still
Trent.
didn't do.
You think Trent's a Harry
You
Potter
know who
guy?
actually would love to go? Frankie Borelli.
Oh, I'll ask Frankie Brown.
Yeah.
We'll
He
make
also is
we'll
a
make
fellow
little trip.
Potterhead.
I'm not even a Potterhead, but I just want to see the store.
Yeah. No,
Either
it is.
way.
It's very cool. It is very cool. I will say. It's just like a spiral staircase to a downstairs. It's all.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
worry. Don't
Yep,
worry.
yep,
We'll
yep.
check it out.
But that was great. I was very happy with my morning.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're happy for you.
Thank you.
Are you gonna ask me about my morning?
Yeah.
or
No, I was waiting for you to. You said.
Yeah, no, but
we
I just
didn't do it on the
asked
podcast.
me about my morning.
How
though.
was your
Oh,
day?
that
You
would
told
only be
us
nice.
you had a
Let's get
story.
into the topic.
No. Rhea, what do you have to share with us? I know you brought something to the table.
I did bring something to the table. It's not about today. I'm having
to the marble table.
to this marble table.
it to
I'm
the
having a
marble
great
table.
day. I didn't go to sleep until real late last night, but I don't know why. That's all right though. I'm feeling great anyways. Besides that, I did the most disgusting thing I've ever done this week. I may have done more disgusting. Definitely have.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say I don't
one-
know if I believe you.
This one really stands out as like a real trash bag move that I did. Okay.
Okay.
Is this Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. Was today Thursday? No. Okay, so Tuesday night.
Yep.
Tuesday night, I order Chinese food.
Okay.
I get this pineapple shrimp combo thing that's unreal, and then I get General Tso's
Yep.
chicken. I always fuck it up. General Tso's chicken with fried rice. I got white rice. I got egg rolls. I got the whole shebang.
Yep.
I'm high as shit. I dive in, and you get to that point where you're just so full, when you're so full you can't even look at it anymore, and you're like,
Yes.
oh, there's no way I'm gonna want any of this later. I don't know what I was thinking. I packaged it back up. I put it back in the bag that it came in, and then I ate outside. I have a garbage next to the bar in my backyard.
Uh-oh.
And I
I have a
put
feeling I know where this is going.
it in the garbage, and this was around like
Are you kidding me?
8:30. Listen,
Yeah.
this is around 8:30. I go for a walk with my sister after. I go to bed. It's around midnight. I'm absolutely starving.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking hungry. I'm looking in my fridge, my cabinets. My mom, she used to be the fucking queen of snacks. She's really lacking lately, I'll tell you that much. So, by the way, Mom, this is because of you. Get better on the snacks. I said to myself, once again high, by the way, so we can just, not sober thoughts. I was like, how fucked up would it be if I went into the garbage that's outside, not the one that's with like all the other garbage, but the one that's with the bar, if there was nothing else on top of it, how fucked up would it be if I went in, got it, and ate the Chinese food? And so that is exactly what I did. I took it out. I may have had a few bites before I put it in the microwave, but then I thought once I put it in the microwave, whatever's in there will die.
That is true.
Was it in a container?
It was in a container, in a bag, in the garbage.
In a container.
In a container.
In a separate bag.
In a separate bag.
Then the garbage
Then
bag.
the garbage bag.
Was there other garbage in... Like, was there other garbage in the garbage can?
On the bottom of it.
Underneath.
What
kind of garbage are we talking about?
Nothing crazy, just like my family. It's the bar garbage.
No, I know. Like, I'm saying... it's
My
I'm
family's
saying
sitting out, so
it
they're throwing
is
their food in there.
potentially not that bad if it's like paper goods, like things like that.
like
napkins, paper towel,
Yes, things like of that sort.
I'm thinking now if there's like, whole bunch of other food and shit there in the bottom.
I did not look what kind of trash.
Telling me it's in a container in another plastic bag in the garbage.
In the garbage.
All right. I mean, it didn't touch anything.
No, it didn't touch anything, and I scoped it out. I didn't see anything alarming, and I'm still standing 2 days later.
Yeah.
But it was a trash bag move on my part. After I did it, it tasted so good and I felt good, but then I started gagging because I was like, I can't believe I just went in the trash, took this Chinese food out,
of it
warmed it up,
feels
and
like
ate
it's
it.
okay. But the idea of it feels like it could be
nauseous.
okay, but the process of actually eating it is when you're like, I'm eating garbage.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
eating actual trash.
I'm that. I have no.
You always know though, like you're gonna go
self-restraint.
back for more. Like you get full, you put it back, and then like 20 minutes go by, and then you're
the
ready.
big
100%.
mistake was thinking that the big mistake was throwing out the leftovers and not putting them in the fridge.
I know, I would never do that.
Yeah.
I was just high as fuck, like I said, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need. And I was
Also-
lazy. I was like, I'll just throw it all out.
Are you like to microwave it after? Like, cause I like cold Chinese food. Like once it's in the fridge.
Cold Chinese food is good. I agree with you,
but I had to
think
kill
that,
the bacteria.
When you're pulling it out of the garbage can, you're probably like, ooh, maybe I should send some waves into this thing.
Yeah, I was like, let me throw some cancer on it real quick.
Oh, so yeah, it wasn't even
Let's-
cold. It was just like room temperature garbage.
Yeah, it was warm when I took it out of the garbage. I almost thought to myself, I don't have to microwave it. It was
Warm garbage.
It was warm and there was like condensation on the bottom.
Ugh.
Anyways,
It's just probably a sad visual to see you like reaching for
my
the
God,
garbage.
so
and, like,
sad.
getting
Troll.
Just a terrible
Troll
visual.
in the dungeon. That's my Harry Potter reference to throw in.
My
No
family
idea.
has caught me doing some strange stuff in the last few months. Like at different hours of the night. One time my brother walked down. I was eating Taco Bell on my couch at 2 a.m. watching Dance Moms. And my brother walked down and was like, what? It was in the middle of the week. He's like, what the fuck
What
are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I get so hungry. I get so hungry in the middle of the night.
wonder why.
And it takes
That's one of the biggest
it
things
takes
I
control
try
of
not
me.
to, but I sometimes,
I know.
yeah.
I
it's
try
hard.
not to, but it
I've
just
been trying not to either, but it's impossible.
it takes control when
I know.
you're
Well, that
you
is
can't- it's the
also
only thing you can think about.
I know.
Because it's so easy to just click two buttons and
Yes.
food's on the way.
It is one of the pluses of being super lazy, though. Like when I do get into my bed, I'm like, I'm already in bed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get up and open the door. That's the level of laziness that I feel sometimes when I'm just like, I just got to go to sleep.
Yeah, well, I wish I could have had that the other night, but instead I dug through trash and I ate the Chinese food, and I'm fucking
man.
proud of it. Tasted good. Let's get into the topics for today's episode. Unfortunately, love is dead yet again. Pete Davidson and Phoebe Dynevor have split up. Scarlett Johansson. Oh wait, love is back alive.
Love is back, baby.
Love is alive.
Just when you thought.
Just when you thought it was dead, they pick you right back up with a
Yep.
baby. Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost did have their first child together. Very quick news. Also, Trey's uncle has
Just-
been
yeah.
revealed.
We just have to discuss.
We have to
quickly.
discuss it, and let me recommend that you watch on YouTube so you get the visual of Trey's uncle, because you're going to want to see this. And of course, we have Jonathan Davis from Outer Banks, who's always a lovely time. You know, we love the cast, we love him, and we were so
Yeah.
excited to talk about season 2.
Can I just say before we also start that I just mentioned this before, but I have 2 episodes left of Sex Life. I finally have been watching it.
Yeah.
And I just got to say that there was a story that came out a couple weeks ago about Netflix releasing the Ana de Armas Marilyn Monroe movie that she's playing Marilyn Monroe. And that is being postponed or something. The rumor was industry insiders, blah, 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 were saying that the rumor was that it was maybe too sexual and raunchy, and they think that they perhaps have to change some things about it. I don't know if that's coming from Netflix or from other people or whatever. But the fact that Netflix could potentially turn down a project from their platform for being too sexual or raunchy when this show is on their platform, it's porn.
No, it is straight up
It's
porn.
straight up porn. Like
Yeah.
there's like, this is a show
It's
that you
X-rated.
have
It's
to
not
watch in
R-rated.
the privacy of your own home. Like I would never put this show on like on an airplane or the train because it looks like you're just watching porn. They're having sex everywhere. I just watched one of the later
Dicks out.
episodes. I mean, there's sex parties.
Yes.
There's
Orgies.
husbands. There's wives of other husbands blowing other husbands. Like
It's the type of thing where like if you live with roommates, like you hear one of them come in, you just have to like lower the volume. Like, it's
No,
like, I'm not just
I was
blasting
almost
porn in my
embarrassed.
room.
I was almost embarrassed that Joe was coming home. I was watching it. Like I had to be like, no, I swear this is like a Netflix show. I'm not. You're not catching me watching porn in bed. Like,
He'd probably be hyped though if he was.
probably would, but it's unbelievable. Like unbelievable.
It is crazy. That was the initial reaction when that news came out. It was like, oh wait, but we got this show Sex Life on. That's just porn.
And I believed everyone And I knew like everybody's saying like, oh no, it's really raunchy. And I was like, oh, okay, like how bad could it be? Watching it is a whole different experience.
Yeah, no, they're fucking. It's hard.
Yeah, a lot.
Pretty hard.
Often.
Now hard and often.
Yeah, you can really sense why those two love each other in real life.
Yeah.
Jesus
Good for them.
Christ.
Good for them.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics. Super exciting news from Allbirds. I know you guys know the company. They got the sneakers. Everybody loves them. They're so comfortable. Well, guess what? They are breaking in to leggings. This is their entry into the performance apparel and workout gear category. They're launching their Natural Run collection. I'm telling you right now, guys, it is the real deal. Allbirds has found a more sustainable way with their new collection of Natural Run apparel. If you're working out, chances are you're wearing synthetic fabrics made from oil, which is crazy, I know. But the primary culprit in the global climate crisis is also the main ingredient in some of your favorite performance apparel. Doesn't have to be. The natural leggings are so great. I have been living in mine, the women's natural leggings. I got them in the limited edition shade Shadow. It's like a nice blue color. They also have them in, of course, the classics, the gray, the black. They have like a cool red color, eggplant, aubergine, if you really want to get spicy
Crazy
with it.
yeah.
That's the technical name for it. But the natural legging, along with the rest of Allbirds' Natural Run collection, focuses on natural materials with supernatural qualities, using as little synthetic fabric as possible. It's a buttery soft material blend that's breathable, flexible, and comfortable. It also provides the right amount of compression support on your daily runs. It's rigorously tested, so they're ready for every squat, stretch, stride, whatever you need. The sustainable materials like eucalyptus fiber help keep you cool and dry naturally. And they have a high waistband and internal draw cord, so you're feeling secure, confident. There's also a back pocket, which is fantastic. I love a good legging with a nice pocket. I have been wearing these leggings, the Natural Run leggings, on the Peloton. Amazing. Don't budge. They're comfortable. It's great for a workout. So with the Allbirds Natural Run collection, nature is making a comeback. Shop the collection today at allbirds.com. That's ALLBIRDS.com.
It looks like Pete Davidson and Phoebe Dynevor have called it quits. Work, location, long distance. It's not working out for these two. I'm happy that they had their little fling. I bet Pete's happy too. But unfortunately, it's not going to work when Pete's at his home in Staten Island and Phoebe's in London.
I know. But I feel like Pete's probably devastated. He's such a committed boyfriend, where I just think that and like he said, he loves hard.
I could imagine he was deep into this relationship.
Yeah.
And somebody had to call it off. But I can imagine this not being a bad breakup at all. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling that these two...
It could also be a break.
Yeah, maybe they'll just figure out if maybe one day Pete will get to London. Or
yeah,
maybe
they're very
Phoebe
far
will
away,
move to the
of course.
States.
But exactly, they're far away, but you never know. And there has been no confirmation from either of these people personally. This is all reports from the tabloids, but it does seem like it just makes sense though. Like when you see that headline and you see the reasoning, like, oh, the distance got to them, it's hard for them, they're both working, they're busy, the whole thing, then it makes sense. You understand that. That's very hard to sustain. And the way that Pete Davidson seems to be the kind of boyfriend that he is, I think he needs a lot of quality time. And when you're living that far away, you just can't have it.
I don't think long distance is going to cut it for Pete. Also,
no, I don't think so either.
Couples always reach a point when they're in long distance where it's like, all right, either we're going to move to the same place or we got to break up.
You have to have a plan.
You can't have a relationship in different places forever.
Yeah. There has to be a plan, or at least some idea of a plan. We're like, hey, no, the plan is, a couple years from now or whatever it is, or 6 months from now, we know that we're going to end up in the same place. Because if there's not something to work for, I feel like then you're like, are we just going to live apart forever? Or?
Right. That's not going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, Pete Davidson was looking real good in Suicide Squad, and I want to put that out there.
I also saw on Dumas that he is on the list potentially for the Met Gala.
Oh, wait. Pete Davidson's single. I'm single. I just had that realization that me and Pete Davidson are single at the first together
for the first time ever. Yeah, because that's definitely
Just kidding. Guys, I know I have
stars finally aligned.
I know I have no shot with Pete Davidson. I was just throwing it out there just in
Also,
case.
false.
You don't think I have...
No, you at 1,000,000% have a shot with Pete Davidson.
You think so?
One-
But like just realistically, no.
No.
No, I'm not
realistically,
trying to
I
hurt
don't.
your feelings.
No, realistically, yes.
What?
Realistically,
Realistically,
I don't.
yes.
No,
Like-
he finds out I work for Barcelona. It's over with.
No, he thought it
Realistically,
was-
yes. He's dating people all the time. I've seen
They're
posts about him.
A-listers, though.
I
Like, no
know,
offense.
that doesn't
He has
matter.
dated
He's
some-
on dating apps.
he has
He's
dated
going
some
back and forth.
normies.
He has dated normies.
I know
many
about
a
'em.
times.
Yeah.
There's been posts on. There's
Oh,
people
yeah.
have come out and talked about dating. Like it's. I would almost hit 100%
You're convincing her
positive
as you speak.
that he would give you a shot.
I almost
if
feel
you
like
put it out there.
we're talking this into existence. And let me tell you,
I
Pete,
really think he would. I
I'm
really
bad
think he
news for
would.
you, Pete, because I fall in love just as hard.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're gonna marry Pete Davidson?
I mean, just imagine you could go from your parents' basement to his mom's basement.
It seems like the life.
The weed just
Pete-
goes back and
Yeah,
forth.
Pete Davidson to me seems like the type of guy that I'd go to Vegas and marry in a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I think I get caught up in that.
Yep.
You could sway me.
You would
easily.
be like what he was to Ariana Grande. You
no,
know, like
but,
the roles would flip.
right, but
like,
mutually.
mutually.
Like if he fell so hard for me and was like, I want to marry you next week, I would do it in a heartbeat. I always talk about that. I just want to do that one time with somebody.
You do keep saying
Yeah,
that. I have absolutely no, I have
know, 'cause,
absolutely
yeah,
no
you do.
desire to do that.
Well, because you have a boyfriend.
No, I know, but like,
But like you're saying, you want to do it, and you
I
want to
want-
marry someone, and then
but then get
divorced.
divorced.
yes, I want to have a crazy fling with somebody.
Not like Joe
where,
and Sophie, where it's like it's just like
No,
you're
no, no.
actually
yeah,
gonna-
like your actual marriage.
No,
like you
I
don't want it to be like your
toxic.
lifelong marriage.
No, I want it to be like a toxic.
You
we're
want
obsessed
you
with
want
each
to be
other.
like Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson. Like,
Yes.
Well, how long?
Yeah.
How long would you stay married after?
It depends on how long it lasts. Like I'm
This
not
is the
putting
thing.
a time
I think
limit.
I think you, if you were to do that, I think you then like travel the world and just then break up. After
Yes,
that.
we'll probably have a very up and down toxic relationship, but in that meantime, it's going to be very passionate. We're going to travel all different places. We're probably going to get into some big
Yeah.
fights, but then after that,
Look,
we're going to have some amazing makeup
He
sex.
would certainly be Pete Davidson
what I'm
would
talking about.
certainly be the one on the short list of candidates to take to Vegas to marry and then divorce.
Yeah. I feel like it's bound to happen in my life that I just end up in some sort of crazy and get married in Vegas.
I mean, I already could imagine the text.
I know.
Fran,
Fran,
I did something bad.
you're used to that.
I did something bad. Although I would be insulted if I
you'd
did
be
not
there.
get a phone call on the way to Vegas because I would get on a plane.
You'd be there. I had to make sure you'd come.
Yeah.
I'd be like, listen,
You need a witness.
Oh,
yeah.
I'd be like, we're going to Vegas tomorrow night. Come,
Yeah.
we're going. I got you.
I
on a
don't think
private
I
jet.
would even try and stop you. I'd try and stop you from a lot of things, but I don't think I would. I
You
think
try
I would,
and stop
I think
me.
I would let it fly.
You try and stop
yeah,
me
I
from
mean,
a lot
there's
of
no
things.
stopping you sometimes.
No.
So that's when you got your mind made up. That's just how it's going to go.
It's unfortunate.
So Pete,
So Pete,
hello.
if you want to get married to Vegas for a limited time only,
Limited time. Don't worry. We don't want it to be the real thing.
don't worry. I don't want this for life.
Yeah.
I just want a quick little stint in Vegas.
Yep. I think he would be down.
So this week it came out that Scarlett Johansson was expecting a baby
Yep.
with Colin Jost. He said it at his comedy show this past weekend. Turns out they actually already had the baby.
Joke's on us.
He posted it on Instagram. He wrote,
Okay. We had a baby. His name is Cosmo. We love him very much.
the perfect post. I love nothing more than that simple of a post from these two celebrities because you know you're usually getting the whole shebang
Yeah.
of pregnancy photos, the whole thing. These two are like, we had a baby. His name's Cosmo. Love him.
I also really would love to know what he made this on because it straight up looks like it was on Microsoft like Paint or something. Like it's
Probably.
like it's not a notes app. It's like a black screen, maybe an Instagram story that he just copied, but that's not even an Instagram font. The second slide said privacy. The second slide's a different color. It is green, and says privacy would be greatly appreciated. For all inquiries, please contact our publicist at. And then as a joke, he put Michael Che's Instagram.
I mean, that's the perfect way to play it. They had a baby. Congrats to these
Yeah.
two. Love exists.
And his hashtags were spot on. He wrote hashtag we got away with it for a long time. Hashtag no kids policy. Hashtag we're going to Disney World.
Isn't it crazy that there are some celebrities that are in the tabloids, tabloids. What
Yeah,
was it?
the papers.
15 years ago. They're in the tabloids.
They're in the papers.
Every single fucking day. J-Lo and Ben Affleck, there is not a
Every
day
day.
that goes by that we don't know what those two are doing. We know their entire life. But then you get someone like Scarlett Johansson who must be leaving her house sometimes.
Has a whole ass baby.
Has a whole fucking baby. Leonardo DiCaprio, right? He's got to be leaving his house. Brad Pitt, they're leaving their houses.
People
and we
see
just
them.
don't
They just do normal things. Like they don't do
But they're not getting
paparazzi-worthy
popped.
things.
I remember I was listening to a podcast with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio was like, "Oh yeah, they don't care about me anymore." And Brad Pitt was like, "Well, they care about me because like my life's like in shambles."
Yeah, exactly. Like Leonardo DiCaprio is his life.
Like it's just the same thing. Like after a while, he's dating another model.
Right.
Like who cares?
Like if Leonardo DiCaprio were to break up with his girlfriend and be seen with someone else, then yeah, it would make news. But he's just living his life
Right.
very normally, so people don't care as much.
I did write down something else I wanted to say. I had a dream about Ben Affleck the other night. We interviewed him. It was a great interview, but then me and Ben Affleck hit it off. Unfortunately,
this is every story you
Unfortunately.
have now.
Every story is Rhea. She's like, well, I'm single now, so
Pete
I got it.
Davidson, Ben Affleck.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll reel it in. Put me in a cage.
stealing your mans left and right. Look out, J-Lo.
Yeah. Well, I told Ben in my dream. I said we can't do this.
Oh, Matt. So in your dream, he was cheating on J-Lo with
He
you?
was trying to hook up with me, and I
Oh,
denied
man.
him. I fucking got a big
good
head,
dream.
huh? I'm thinking in my dreams, I'm denying Ben Affleck.
Oh, look, there's been plenty. I've had plenty of dreams like that, so we're good.
All right. Well, we had a great interview with Ben on this podcast, so
Yeah.
tune in.
That's hilarious. No, but you're right. Scarlett Johansson, and there were rumors for a while. I will say, I think Dumas had some rumors about Scarlett Johansson being pregnant for a while, but nothing confirmed, didn't say anything. And then finally this week, it was like Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, Scarlett Johansson, she's pregnant. We can confirm she's pregnant. Thursday, just kidding. Baby has already been born.
This is her first kid, right?
Actually, it is not.
Oh, it's not?
Shocker. People do not realize this. But in between Ryan Reynolds and Colin Jost, she was married to this French
She's
man.
been married, what? Wait,
This French man.
French man.
she's been married 3 times?
She has.
Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds were married.
Before
Yeah.
Blake Lively.
What?
She was married. She was
That was gonna
married
be a
to Ryan Reynolds from 2008, 2011.
I was going to make that a trivia question, but I'm like, I'm sure they know that.
What?
Oh, yes.
Well, you would have known it. But.
I would have known.
I did not.
You did not know that? Yeah. And then he met Blake Lively the year after.
Were they in a movie together, Scarlett and Ryan?
Scarlett Johansson
I'm not sure.
is so beautiful.
She is.
Yeah.
She is extremely. But she has a pretty unbelievable list, I will say.
Of
She
exes?
dated Jack Antonoff in the early 2000s.
Oh, did you see that he was spotted with Margaret Qualley?
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about them, but also with Lord. Lord's also involved in that somehow.
There were pictures of them.
Yeah.
I'm just mesmerized by how beautiful she is. I mean, obviously,
She
we always knew Scarlett
dated
Johansson was beautiful,
Josh Hartnett for a little while.
What's that movie that she was in with Bradley Cooper?
but John. Oh,
No.
no. That's
Where she's like, he's cheating on his wife.
Oh,
with
he's just
her.
not that into you.
Yes.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. Ensemble cast.
Yeah,
that was
that's
on
a
E. That was
great
actually on E
cast.
the other day, and I did watch almost the entire thing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But she dated Ryan Reynolds. They got married in 2008, and then they separated in December 2010.
Oh, but she was 23 when she married Ryan Reynolds.
She was really, really young.
See, that's
really
what I'm
How old-
talking
how old
about,
was
a
he?
first marriage.
Is he that much older than her?
Ryan Reynolds right now is gotta be.
I think I was talking about this with someone. Like, yeah, it was
Ryan Reynolds is 44, so he got married in 2008. So that's what? 11? Nope, not 13. Oh boy, Fran.
Wait, what?
He got married in 2008. It's 2021.
Yes. So
That is 13 years.
ago.
So 13 years ago, he was 31.
So he's 44.
So he was 31 and she was 23.
Oh, that's not that.
Not
bad.
crazy.
No, that's not crazy.
Scarlett Johansson or Blake Lively to be your wife.
To be your wife, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
Scarlett Johansson.
I actually think I would go
my
Blake
pick.
Lively, my personal choice. And then in
I don't see enough of Scarlett Johansson's personality.
I
So
feel like she's like cool. I don't know.
I mean, If she's anything like Black Widow, then yes, sign me up. But
My heart says Scarlett Johansson, but knowing Blake Lively's personality,
yeah.
I'm a personality person. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so Scarlett Johansson in 2012, November 2012, she started dating Frenchman Romain Doriac, the owner of an advertising agency. They got engaged the following September. They divided their time between New York City and Paris. And in 2014, she gave birth to their daughter, Rose. They got married after she had the baby in Montana. And then they separated in mid-2016 and got divorced in September 2017. So she wasn't officially divorced from this French guy until after she apparently started dating Colin Jost.
So it is not her first child.
So long story short, not her first child.
Long story short,
she has daughter
Jost
Rose
is
and now,
stepping in as
Colin
father.
Jost is just living the dream.
I,
Like,
that he is.
It's like SNL.
No,
like
I
you
mean-
meet Scarlett Johansson on where you work. And
funny guy,
beautiful
wife.
he is a
I
handsome
just,
guy,
I
but
just bought his book.
Scarlett
I'm gonna read
Johansson,
his book.
for him to lock down Scarlett Johansson is
He
very
he
impressive.
outdid Pete Davidson on SNL.
I know everybody always talks about how Pete Davidson's like the SNL king, dating all these A-listers, and everybody wants to date him. Meanwhile, very quietly just locked up Scarlett Johansson.
Good for you, Colin.
Yeah, and Cosmo Jost is actually very cute.
I like it. Some people hate the name. I like
Look,
Cosmo.
is my first thought Fairly Odd Parents? Yes.
Yes.
Is that the worst thing? No.
What do you call her? Or Cos?
Cos is cute.
Cos
Or Mo.
Mo?
I feel like if you're yelling Cosmo, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that probably gets shortened to Cos.
I like it.
It suits them, I feel like. It just makes sense. So there we have it, a baby.
Congrats. If there's one thing anybody knows about me, it's that I hate debt. You know that I hate debt. You know that I like to get my loan payments off. Right now, Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find you a smarter rate for your loan. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. So find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/chicks. Once again, go to upstart.com/chicks. Get your payments in line, everybody. Upstart.com/chicks.
All right, everyone. Just like my suspicions were, Trey's uncle, young, good-looking man. Can you blame him? Uncle Anthony.
Uncle Anthony Oppenheim, because this motherfucker looks like the third Oppenheim.
Looks just like
He
him.
looks like the third Oppenheim twin.
What
is going on? When you showed me this, I just said, oh, so he just looks like the Oppenheims.
I know.
Unbelievable, but I'm so happy we have a picture of good old Uncle Anthony.
I would just like to thank Trey for putting this out there. He didn't need to do this.
No, he didn't.
He didn't, but he tweeted.
I feel like it's a better look for him. That's why he did it.
Yeah, he's like, here's a picture of my Uncle Anthony.
And you know what? Props to his Uncle Anthony, because I feel like it makes sense why she went on a date with his Uncle Anthony.
Absolutely.
Uncle Anthony's a suave-looking motherfucker.
He is, and I did come across his Instagram, and now I'm going to try and find it again.
Uncle Anthony's going to get so many bitches.
Yeah. So many.
Maybe he was
That's
like,
why
hey,
I was
Trey,
looking. I was like,
come on, like-
Uncle Anthony has got to be locked
Swimming in it. Because now Trey is probably...
Trey follows us on Instagram. That's
That's so nice. I got to follow back. Now Trey can be like, yo, at least I got you some bitches. Maybe I stole your bitch, but I got you a plethora of them on Instagram, Uncle Anthony.
Trey, his name is Anthony Cooper. And Justin did do it. Justin made a very funny, he did the Delta variant meme of Trey and the Trey's Bachelor in Paradise plans, but Delta variant is Uncle Anthony.
That is really funny.
It is. Okay, hold on.
They did kiss though, by the way. That has been revealed.
Yeah.
So Uncle Anthony did
Dr. Anthony
They are
Cooper.
Eskimo bros.
He is a doctor, folks.
Oh my God.
So he has gained like 500 followers, I will say, on Instagram since the last time I looked.
Should I go on a date with Uncle Anthony?
His bio is God follower, dad, physician, combat veteran, Ivy Leaguer, and then the last one says Colorado baller, and then in parentheses,
wow.
Okay, not really, but a man can dream, damn it. Here he is at his scrubs.
Uncle Anthony. Doing well for himself.
You know, I don't blame...
You don't know how old he is, though?
I don't blame Tashwan for going on a date with him. I don't. Sliding on a dating app.
He's under 40, though. I would guess.
I'm guessing he's 43.
I would guess 40s. That would be my guess.
How old is Trey's uncle?
Yeah, that's going to come up.
Whoa, look at him. Trey's uncle's jacked.
Holy fuck.
Uncle Anthony's got a six-pack.
Hot.
Whoa.
Yo, I don't feel bad for Uncle Anthony at all.
No.
Feel bad? Like, why would he feel bad?
Well, because it was like, damn, she's on there saying Trey's a better kisser than Uncle Anthony, making Uncle Anthony look like a goddamn fool. But I don't think Uncle Anthony needs to feel like a fool.
I don't think so at all.
Uncle Anthony, we're rooting for you.
We absolutely are. And, you know, we joked about how family interactions would be with Trey and Uncle Anthony and all them together, and I think they'd all be able to have a good laugh about it.
If they brought him onto Paradise, like he walked down the stairs, that would be the greatest moment of all time.
And this
It'd be amazing.
Tweet from Trey, this was never a competition, that's my blood. A win for him is a win for me and vice versa. So they're both handshaking like, she's a great girl.
They're we both got to go out with a very beautiful lady.
And you know what? Good for us.
Trey and Uncle Anthony. And just the duo we didn't know we needed. We have a fantastic interview with Jonathan Davis. We just could have talked to him forever. So if you want to slow down this interview, take it easy, relax. Maybe throw on Outer Banks for the however many times you've watched it now.
50th.
Crack open a nice Coors Light. You will potentially be able to make the interview go longer, just like you could also make the summer go longer. Here we are. We're almost to September. I hate saying it. I love saying it because September's my favorite month, but I also hate saying it. We want to make the summer last as long as we can, so that's why you need the official beer of slowing down summer, Coors Light. Summer's always the shortest season. Let's be real. We know that it technically is around the same amount of time, but it just doesn't feel like it. So you need So you need the beer that's made to chill. We want you to savor every second of summer, rediscover and enjoy what makes summer awesome. And that's relaxing, taking your mind off things, being able to fully just decompress. And the best way to do that is with a nice ice cold Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. It's literally made to chill. Crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies, and it's perfect for a moment to unwind this summer. I will be soaking in those last few weekends of beach time with a nice Coors Light by my side, just to get those, those Saturdays to drag on a little bit longer. Coors Light is the official beer of slowing down summer, because as the beer that's made to chill, we want you to savor every second of summer. Get Coors Light and the new look delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always remember to celebrate responsibly. This is coming from the Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. I know you are all very excited. We have Jonathan Davis, who plays Pope in Outer Banks, joining us today. It's been a while since he's been on the show. Season 1, when it came out, we had the whole cast on. He was here, and now he's back again, and we are so excited to talk about everything with you, Jonathan. Welcome back.
What's up, everybody? Good to be back. It's been too long. I'm in a new space. This is an entirely new area than I was in when we first did our interview, so things are changing.
Things are changing. It's season 1, season 2. Things are changing. Characters are changing. You guys are moving around. The show has blown up so much. You knew that after season 1. How has the response been to season 2? Because we knew everyone would freak out about season 2 just as much. But was there any part of you guys that were like, ooh, we hope people like season 2?
Every part of us, we were like, when season 1 did well, we were like, wait, what? We didn't expect that. We were like, okay, that's cool. People like it. Now you got to do it again. And it's like, all right, you know what people like about it, but you're not sure. And plus you kind of have your ideas of what you want to do anyway, just like to try like new things and surprise people and do some things that people aren't expecting. So I guess we were all kind of like I hope people like, the direction that the show is going, because, it's a very different season from season 1 in a lot of ways.
Yeah, season 2 was just madness, chaotic, a roller coaster, but everyone loved it. Yeah. Season 1 was obviously explosive, but when it came out, everyone was on lockdown. You guys were, staying in your homes. I think you were staying with your family at the time still, and you guys weren't out and about and having people recognize you on the street. And now that you've been out and about, what's the response been to that? Because it must be an overwhelming experience from going to, you're inside, nobody's recognizing you before that.
Right.
Then you're on lockdown, so you're just not associating with people in general. And then
everyone's got millions of followers now.
And you step out of your home, and people are probably coming after you left and right.
I mean, I haven't felt Beatles level of like everybody us down and chasing us. Like, it's not like that, but it's definitely like it's different. Like, you go somewhere and you may not be like, I don't try to make my presence super known when I'm out, but if somebody like comes up to me and they say hi, I'm like, of course I'm gonna say hi. And be cool.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have a show or whatever without, people who watch it and like can recognize us. So I think that part of it's really cool. It's just like, again, the weird part was just going from like, nobody knows who I am and I can do whatever. And like, to like, okay, like there's a good chance that if I see like, a gaggle of high schoolers walk by, they probably know who I am. And it might be but it's like, other than that, it's always cool when like people are like, hey, I like what you did. And you're like, oh, thanks for like, supporting and watching. So.
Yeah, that is a super cool feeling. And how is filming season 2 compared to season 1? Because obviously a lot of different things, a lot of restrictions.
Right.
But it seemed
that comes into play too when you're filming in an outside area. People now know what show you're filming. And we were seeing that on TikTok, on Instagram. We were seeing videos of people filming you guys filming, and we were like, oh, I guess it's in production. Yeah.
There were a lot more like set lurkers this year, people who just kind of like walk around, find the sets, take videos and pictures. We try to limit that because we want the show to be a surprise, because most of the show's appeal is like the big reveals and the mystery and stuff. But yeah, there was one point when we were filming in like downtown Charleston, and like there were like 500 people out there watching, like all on the sides of the street. They had to be like CGI'd out of the shots. Like,
wow,
it was
insane.
Yeah, that's when we were like, okay, I think the show might be popular, y'all. Like, I think people like the show. So that was the biggest difference, other than like just COVID in general, like making it things that used to be like simple and quick, like take 10 minutes to do, 20 minutes to do, and it extends the length of shooting, and you just have to learn to kind of work with it and like plan for it. And that was a big like learning curve, because we were one of the first shows to like go back.
How excited were you for specifically Pope's storyline this season? Because I feel like Pope had a much stronger presence in this season. So many of those big moments came through him, revolved through him. We had the kind of love situation with Key going on, but on top of that, just like his family and the Key and everything that was so crucial to this season really came through Pope, which we loved, because we definitely wanted more Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was I remember I got a call from Shannon like right after the first season came out, in that little COVID period, where he was kind of like, hey, we're thinking about, making you related to Denmark Danny, and like kind of having that come through you. And as you know, Black Lives Matters was big at the time, and big at the time, it's still big, like it's not a thing that's going away. But, it was in the height of the protest, and I kind of told Shannon the story of I had a great grandfather who had been lynched, wrongly accused of a crime he did not do. And, he was a Black man at the time in Texas. So, and I didn't know about that till I was probably around like Pope's age, like 16. So, and, my grandmother, didn't tell me in the same way. And it was kind of, I was letting him know, like, it's weird, sort of like the history they don't give you, because they think they're protecting you, and you feel like you want to know your complete family history. But so I definitely was like it definitely came from a very personal place for me this season. Like I had to go into my, I went to a lot of dark places this year and got angrier than I should have been. But I wanted to make sure that at the end of the day, like, again, it's this character and the story is told and it feels very truthful and honest, but, isn't, I don't know, like it just, you want to make sure it's capturing a very real picture of what would happen, but still being fun and Outer Banks and treasure. You want to do both of those things. So it was, just trying to balance that in his character and still make it feel like Pogue, who is this nerdy guy kind of finding his confidence.
Yeah, because I feel like we did just get a deeper side of Pope, a real side of Pope this season, whereas season 1 was goofy, nerdy Pope. Like we see some real emotion here in season 2.
Big time. Which was cool to see because it was like you said, you kept the fun, like we're chasing this cross that we don't what is it, what does it mean, but still like. Yeah, it's like, what does it do? But still have the like such raw emotion of like, this is a connection to my family that I didn't know was there.
Yeah. And I think that going forward, Pope, I just feel like even season 3, like we're just going to get so much more now, and there's just so much more to unpack. Do you feel like a little bit of pressure going forward now?
I mean, I had the pressure last year. I felt like just introducing the story in general was where most of the pressure, because I didn't know how people were going to take it. I was like, I don't know how people are going to feel about this storyline. You know how the world is sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so I was a little scared just waiting for it to come out because I didn't think people were going to care. I was pleasantly surprised at, a lot of the reaction and the support that Pope's storyline got this season. And, I think going forward, because Pope's story to me was a lot of my story where I was like very awkward, a little nerdy in high school. I was a bit like, I played sports, so I didn't have the burden of being unbelievably unathletic. But I felt like it's this kid trying to find his confidence and become a man, and slowly but surely grow more and more into a solid man. And I think just continuing that storyline for Pope is where I want to go, because it again relates to me so much, where I was like really, and then like even during Outer Banks, I was figuring my stuff out, and I'm still figuring myself out, and I like growing with the character like that. So
yeah, it's really cool.
Future Pope.
Do you think? What do you think the future for the love story of Pope and Key? Do you think that there is a future there, or do you think that is maybe a closed door at this point?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like anytime I talk about Pope and Key, I get like 40 million people coming to tell me I'm wrong. So, I don't want to upset anybody. I think I'm just trying to focus on like, keeping like, again, like the friendship matters. And I've never seen a girl get with another guy's friend and them not have a little altercation. And if that plays out, I'd love to do that. We'll see how fans feel about that. Yeah, I think, but like, as it refers to like, she was so fun to work with this year. I felt like I got so close with her just because, again, the storyline was a lot of us together, me, her, and Rudy together for most of the season. So we all got closer as friends, and like, we learned a lot about each other. I think this year that we didn't know the first year, which is crazy because we were already so close. But again, like going through things with people helps you, understand them more. So. Like my relationship with those two are as strong as it ever was.
Yeah, I think that everyone loves watching your guys' friendship unfold on social media, because I think that's where people see it play out with all the pictures and videos you guys post, and
it creates a love for the show even more.
Exactly,
too.
Because it just seems like you guys have such a close knit cast, and I joked that it seems like they don't want to kill anybody off the show because you guys are so close. It's like, how do we kill somebody off when the cast gets along so well?
I don't know. I mean, that's a question for the writers to decide. Like, I don't want to be killed off.
No, none of you guys.
But yeah, it's like the whole cast. It's like we're in like on like all the way down. We're just so close, and as a crew, we try to make it a very like family, like at least, like we try to make it a very family type of relationship. We couldn't do as much together this year just because of COVID, and that kind of sucked. But we're hoping like when it clears out, even after, like we can kind of get together and celebrate like the success. We haven't had a really chance to celebrate like season 2 together as a cast and crew, so that's something we're trying to hope.
Yeah, you guys need to get into a big club somewhere and just shut it down. That's just
the biggest COVID hotspot in the world. We do. Yeah, we'll do that. We should do something like that. Like once this kind of starts to die down.
Yes, exactly.
We need to do a Pogue party.
Yeah,
so true. Pogue party would be awesome.
It would be pretty cool. What spots did you guys hit for filming? Because I feel like you guys were kind of all over the place.
Yeah, we shoot mostly in like Charleston. So most of the stuff that takes place on the Outer Banks is shot in Charleston. We have a stage out there too where we shoot some of the interiors, but most of it is like on location stuff. And we shot in Barbados this year too, which was fantastic. Barbados was. It was a different experience. It was like, first of all, the island was so welcoming to us, which we didn't expect at all. We feel like anytime like American film crews come to another country, it's like these guys. But
yeah.
They were dope. They were so opening. They were so like welcoming and like they enjoyed us being there. They enjoyed like being part of like some were extras, a part of the crew, and just even around the hotel, we're all like the nicest. So. Yeah, Barbados was a great experience.
Yeah, that's what we also love, like you said, seeing on social media with all the behind the scenes videos and whatnot of you guys in different places. Barbados looked so awesome. Yes. Okay. And what is great about the show is you also don't know where you'll be next. Like, I know it's not confirmed or anything like that, but if there were to be a season 3, we know that you never know where you could be. We don't even know where we don't even know where you guys are. We don't even know what island you guys are on anyway.
They just leave it open.
So they truly could pick any island out there and just say that's where you guys are. So that is very cool. But we want to ask you a couple things about just moments filming this season, like because we said Pope's storyline was so intense. What was the most intense scene that you think you filmed for season 2?
Most intense scene? That's tough. I think most of a lot of the stuff in Barbados was pretty intense, just because in episode 10 there is just like so much happening. There's just a lot of big moments. Like there's fights. There's the stuff in the water. Like that was. From a physical standpoint, anything like in the ocean in Barbados was just like intense because we're out there and it's like you're fighting those waves and you're acting at the same time. So that was pretty intense to film from that perspective. The swamp scene with the gator, John B's gator, like that. It was freezing in that water. It was like. You had to run through it. So every splash that's hitting your face is like ice. Ooh. And then you're like doing it over again. So that was another physically intense scene. And just emotionally, like, yeah, a lot of that stuff with like Denmark Tanny and like, when bringing it into that real place was like, I definitely took my moments to like, all right, I need to kind of like be
right
by myself and meditate on this and like actually try to like feel it and like, bring it out.
Right. I remember in season 1 when we talked to you guys, you said that you and Rudy had a lot of moments where you would joke around and that would end up on camera. Did we lose him? Oh no, there we go. Sorry. That you guys would joke around a lot and a lot of those moments would end up on camera. Is there anything in this season that you remember was improv that ended up in the shot that you guys are shocked about?
Gosh, so much. I mean, so much. I'm telling you, it's like that party scene, they were just kind of like the Pogues have a party. So we're just doing whatever until like, we're just doing ourselves, until they cut. Some of the stuff like just like there were a couple of bits this year where we just kind of like go off the cuff and we add a little bit, like when Chase and Maddie are doing a little sappy bit at like the Tanny Hill wall and he's like, they're like, she's like, I want this back. And we're just like, do you want me to do your vows? Like, you're out here staking out this house, or are we gonna get to it? Like that kind of stuff is just like, it's because we notice like the moment, and you're just sitting there and you're like, we just want to say what everybody's thinking right now. Like, if I was watching this, what would I be thinking? I'd be like, why are you, it's that kind of stuff that like can break some of the like the more like, what's happening here? It just kind of like separates those moments out. And,
and you could feel it while watching it too.
Right, which is why it's so great, because it is what we're all thinking. It's like, okay, are they seriously like having a conversation about their relationship right now? And that's like the joke that definitely cuts it up and makes it nice. And what, all the stunts you guys had to do, like you said, swimming and all of those crazy things. We love also seeing all of your stunt doubles and the relationship that you guys all have together. How close did you guys get, and what were some of like the craziest things that your stunt double got to do that you thought like maybe you would have wanted to do?
I mean, and first of all, shout out to Antoine, who is my stunt double, who is amazing and is constantly working on like big, like he was in the Suicide Squad. He's working on a couple of like big, superhero movie projects, and I got real close with Antoine to the point where like when I was in Atlanta filming, like he was out there, I just started training with him. Like, he's a cool dude, and in terms of stunts, there wasn't really a stunt that he did that I envied. He had to do it. First of all, he took that fall when like Pope hits the thing running for the AirPods. He twists himself around this playground set and just eats it, and I'm like, damn, man, it's fun. Like, dude. And like he jumped off that ship. He's taken some of those like falls, and like there were a couple of other stunts when Antoine was doing other works that came in, like Donnie and like took a couple of the other falls and did some of the runs. But yeah, like a lot of those stunts I don't envy. Like if you see my face, like I'm a pretty athletic dude. Like I'll do a lot of stuff. I'll do most of the fights I'll do straight up just because, I'm into that and I'm into like pushing my body. But like some of that extra stuff, man, I can't take those falls like that. I can't do it.
You're just like, that's cool. Good for him that he can do that, but I'm not going to do
it.
I
can't have a torn meniscus, man. I can't have I don't know.
What's the relationship like when you are in those scenes with Drew Starkey and you gotta like really want to kill Rafe and then when that ends,
Drew and everything he stands for, his guts. He's probably the worst person you'll ever meet. And if I see him, I'll punch him in the throat. So that's that.
I love your guys' friendship. I feel like that's something that's just blown up online. I see it on TikTok all the time, is like videos of you two dancing together, and people just love your guys' friendship.
Drew and I got real close this year too. Drew and I are very like-minded, I feel. And I feel like, because, Chase and Maddie, like at the end of the night when it's like 3 a.m. and everybody who's responsible goes to sleep, it's me and Drew. And we're chilling and we're on our own and we're talking for like, Drew's the only person who I'll call on the phone and on accident we'll talk for 2 hours. I swear to God. Like I'll be calling him for something else and then we'll end up talking about like basketball and oof. We'll end up talking about like basketball and like whatever for like, another hour and a half and be like, Drew, I can't do this with you every time. You gotta wrap it up, man. But yeah, like Drew and I we're kind of on our own vibes a lot of the time.
I love it. He fucking crushed it as Rafe this season.
Drew was one of my favorite performances this year. He did that. He did a great job.
He really did.
Yeah, no, we talked about it when we recapped the show. It was really incredible and so intense. He's so good because he's so good at just making you hate him. So good,
but love him at the same time. I found myself loving Rafe. I was like, why do I like I hate him, but I don't know. I feel like I like Drew as a person now. I don't even know him. I feel like I like him.
I saw somebody say he's like the new Tom Hiddleston, and I agree. He's kind of got that like I don't want him to win, but I want to watch him more. Like I do want to keep like seeing where this guy goes because he's really good. He's got a good intensity about him. I learned a lot from Drew just watching him act. and then in all the casts, I really learned a lot just like watching them do their thing. And he's one of those guys who's really good at like controlling. Like he knows how to play crazy very well, and he really went in, you know, when he was doing Rave this year. And yeah, I think it turned out great because of it.
Definitely. We have a few superlatives we want to ask you. Some Outer Banks cast superlatives. Not your characters, but the actual cast members. And we're going to start off with, who is the best dressed?
If not me, it's probably Maddie Bailey, but I would go me.
I was gonna say it's you or her too. That was in my head.
Yeah.
Who has the best laugh?
The best laugh?
Yeah.
Best laugh. Maddie Klein. Maddie Klein always makes me laugh. When she laughs, I laugh. I think her laugh's hilarious.
Has one of those contagious laughs.
And one of those smiles too that like Maddie's somebody I like laugh with for like, we'll laugh at a joke for like an hour and a half too. We'll just, she'll have little side comments where if you're not paying attention, you'll be like, wait, Maddie, what did you just say? Like,
who is the best person to get a drink with?
all of us. I don't know. We just kind of vibe together. It's like, I wouldn't pick one over the other. We're all just like that.
So nice.
Who is most likely to leave you on red?
Drew or Bailey? Bailey's pretty good at Drew or Rudy.
They're not on their phones a lot.
Those two are the ones who are like, oh, I saw this. I'm like, texted that a week ago, Drew.
Yeah.
But
they answered in their head. That's always the excuse.
Yeah, it's like, I saw it, totally forgot.
They were like, yeah, I was going to call, but he fell asleep on a hammock or something. I don't know. Whatever. No. Acting.
Most likely to send a random FaceTime?
Bailey's our FaceTimer. She'll call everybody. Yeah, she loves FaceTime, but she texts too. So she doesn't like. She'll surprise you with it. Like I've definitely got the most random FaceTimes from Bailey, like out of nowhere. So definitely Bailey.
Okay, and then this last one I think probably might be everyone as well because I feel like it ties in with the end of the show. Best person to be on a deserted island with?
The Pogues. we were. I mean, the debauchery that went on in Barbados is legendary. Like we only wish we were there for longer. That's it.
I can only imagine.
You also, Rihanna, if you decide to come out while we film season 3, we will get you in Outer Banks. You'll get the cameo of a lifetime. I promise you. This is a message to Riri. I know. Rock ASAP. ASAP, come down too, please, both of y'all. Come be in Outer Banks season 3.
Listen,
Amazing.
If Rihanna and ASAP get in it before me, I'm fine with that because I love them.
One day we're pushing for it. It's bound to happen.
Okay, just let Rihanna and ASAP have it, please.
I haven't heard anything about a season 3 yet, just because like Netflix is so tight-lipped with this. But if we get it, never know. Shoot, you don't know what's happening or where we could be.
Exactly. We have no idea where the Pogues are right now. Not a clue.
Not a clue. But I have a feeling we will find out.
Yes, definitely. So, like you said, we don't have it totally confirmed. But if there is a season 3, what are your biggest hopes for Pope in a season 3?
I hope he gets that cross. I mean,
so do we.
It's his family's. It definitely belongs to him. He's got the right to it. So. It'll be. I hope he gets that justice. For his relatives. I hope he gets that justice for his people, and I hope that he just continues to grow his confidence and become just a badass as he is.
Agreed.
Started doing some pretty crazy stuff.
He really did. How was it? And this just popped into my head. But how was it after the wasp stings? Like how long did it take for you to get that full? I don't even know what they had to do to you to make you look so swollen.
I got a video of Holly putting the prosthetics on me in time lapse. I'll probably post it like in a day or two or something, just some behind the scenes of it. But it was like in like stages, like some I would have a little bit, and then like it'd be like full, and then it'd be like a little bit less, and So the full makeup took a little, probably 2 hours to do. So you just sit there for 2 hours, they put on the makeup, nothing too long. But the hard part was taking it off, because all of it likes to stick to your face, and you can only take it off with this very specific oil, because it doesn't come off with water, or if you rub it, it's sticky, so it'll tear your skin. So you have to sit there and let them slowly peel each part of this prosthetic off, which makes me feel bad for. Yeah, I'll post it. I'll show everybody, and I'll have a little video of me taking it off my eye too. It's kind of gross. It makes me feel bad for those people who full makeup in movies and TV, where they're all the time a different color or something. That I'm consuming.
And they're doing it every day. They're getting in that chair at 3 a.m. and
yeah,
that's that real deal.
Definitely. The last thing I want to ask you is if you've seen any of the fan conspiracies that go around on TikTok and Twitter and whatnot, and if there's any one that you particularly like.
I saw a lot of them after the first season for the second season, and there were a couple of them where I was wow, you're spot. I saw somebody was Pogue was related to Denmark Tanny, and I was how do they know that? I was
they stole the scripts.
I was I promise I didn't say anything. I promise y'all. The scripts weren't even done. I was what's happening? But so that one I was wow, some of these fans who who make these theories aren't too far off of some of the stuff that happens, and and it's not even that they look. It's just that's what's it's people have that imagination, and they love the show just as much as we love the show. So it's only logical that they want to see some of the same things the writers want to do. So. Yeah, there are a couple of them, just with John B, even with John B's dad, that some of the theories that are out now about third season, which island the Pogues are on, and what everything kind of is leading to. Yeah. I haven't really seen. I mean, you kind of know what the writers want to do, but again, there's still no guarantee for season 3. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen anybody hit what they want to do yet. So I'm just excited, for the surprise that's coming.
Us too. We can't wait. We're already itching for it. Season 2 exceeded our expectations by far, and we just know that you guys are going to continue to crush it, and everything else that you guys are doing besides Outer Banks has been really cool. What else do you have coming up that you can talk to us about?
Yeah, so I just finished filming a Netflix film called Strangers. It's directed by Jennifer Robinson, who did Someone Great, and it's kind of about these two. It's an adaptation of Strangers on a Train, but in this high school, and it's this rated R comedy, and I'm playing this super rich kid, and kind of Kid Cudi almost, party dude. So
very cool.
It's very very different from Pogue, but. We shot that in Atlanta and in Miami, and these crazy locations with some crazy amazing looking rich wardrobe that it's and I think the movie is about to be just hilarious. Camila Mendez, Maya Hawke are the two leads, and they absolutely crush it. Shout out to the rest of the cast: Alicia Beau, Paris, and Maya, Rafiko. All the cast is absolutely amazing, and it's a very good ensemble. Rish too. And Austin, just to throw out everybody.
Yeah.
Just an amazing cast, a great director who wrote a really, really funny script. So excited for that to come out next summer.
That's awesome, and quite the contrast it sounds from the character Pope. So that must be a lot of fun to play both, to get to do both things, because a lot of times I feel like actors, you get a role in a TV show and you're doing many seasons of that, and then maybe you don't get to venture out of that during that time, but being able to do both must be awesome.
I think my biggest thing for me as an actor is just I didn't I did want to do I do want to do a diverse amount of projects and a diverse amount of characters. Pope was kind of the first that I picked up, but in terms of just the range, you want as an actor and the amount of roles you want to do, you have to make sure you diversify yourself early. And, I love Pope and I love playing Pope. You know, I think he's a great character, but I also know like, you know, other types of things I want to do. And kind of, you know, my goal as an actor is to have longevity. And you can't play a 16-year-old nerd forever and have longevity. Yeah. So, you know, it's about changing, you know, not even changing yourself, just making sure that you as a person doesn't feel like a specific category. You know, I don't feel like I'm, you know, specifically anything. I feel like I can hang with everybody. So, you know, I just want to, you know, make sure that comes across in like the type of roles I get too, where it's like, it's not necessarily you're looking for Pope, you're just looking for this type. And, you know, I want to be able to like change and fit those molds, you know?
Yeah,
exactly. It's just more fun. You know, the whole point of being an actor is to do other things.
Yeah, and it's more fun as a fan also to get to watch the actor that you love do different projects. So we're super excited for that and everything that you're doing. You know, we love you. We love the whole cast, and we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to pop back on with us. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. And I gotta see my Pope Gets the Cross shirt in the chick store. I gotta see.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. We got you.
That's right. We'll already put that in the works for season 3.
Don't worry. We're on it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.
It's been so fun. Good to see you guys again.
Great to see you. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Have fun. And maybe go get married in Vegas. Who knows? I don't know. Fuck it. Why not? Love you guys. We'll talk to you on Monday.